Da, 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 da.
No, you took it somewhere else.
Okay, where are you going? Ta-da.
No,
Rabbi Yossi says a tremendous chiddush. She said, "Ein mafsikin." You continue eating. Meaning, you started eating beheter on Erev Shabbos. Now it's Friday night. It's fine. Just start singing Zmiris. Continue the Suda, and everything's going to be okay. Now, what about Kiddush? So Taisa says you make Kiddush after benching, after the meal. What happened to Kiddush b'makom Suda? It's also considered Kiddush b'makom Suda. Kiddush b'makom Suda doesn't necessarily have to be before the meal.
You just turned into the wrong station because you got a different shear. Okay. Welcome to Beis Medrash Tzvi.
it's really a base medrash.
And Baruch Hashem, we're back. And
We're back.
yes, we are. Even though we
Rockin'.
Beis Medrash. Rockin'. What?
Rockin'.
Rockin'.
Rockin' is a back in Yiddish.
Oh, a back. A boich. Bach.
A rockin'.
Rockin'. I'm Ksherov. That's
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes, and now I know it.
No, did you know before?
No.
No. So there's our word for today.
A rockin'?
The rockin', Reish Vav Kuf Nun, is a back.
Rockin'.
You know what the axles are?
Yeah.
Axles. Those are the shoulders.
An axle is
Axles,
a shoulder.
yeah.
So you're into the parts of the body?
Yeah, we're into medicine.
Oh, okay.
Tutvei.
Tutvei. Oh, there you go. Thanks for we're still broadcasting. Tutvei as gefallen. Nicht gefallen. The emes is this is a new beginning. It's part 2, where I'm dedicating this year today to the yard site of my dear Rebbitzon's grandmother. They're going to Har HaZeisim to see her kever. I think she was reinterred from Petersburg, South Africa.
Wow.
Brianna Bas Yosef Halevi, known affectionately as Nach. I think her name is Bertha Palti, and she lived to a ripe age. I don't know exactly what, but she was known in the family to be very hospitable, that many elderly people got together on a weekly basis at her home.
Wow.
She had Achnosis Orchim and distinguished guests in those days in Petersburg. I even think that...
Where is Petersburg?
It's northern Transvaal. It's the northern South Africa.
The northern?
Northern South Africa. I don't know if that borders on Rhodesia, whatever it is. But she was raised in Johannesburg and then studied in Cape Town. So she's really an African American, very much so. That's what my Rebbe
What color was she? An Afro-American?
She's Technicolor.
Technicolor.
She's a Technicolor. And I want to wish everybody a refuah shlema. There, Aryeh Leib, Ben Chai Turba, Lenny.
How's he doing?
Baruch Hashem. He actually put a heart next to my Lo Ira. We sang Lo Ira Merivavos. As I recall, you did not know the niggin last year, so I posted it. In case you want to know which niggin it is, it's posted. Yair Nisim Ben Ofra, that's the grandson of Hanania.
Is he doing something in the hospital on Purim?
The truth of the matter is, he told me that the staff have their own choir. They have their own. And Lenny was appointed the program chairman. And
so they're doing a program?
I'm sure. Well, I didn't ask him, but we'll find out.
Wow.
Lenny, if you're
should
listening
do a live
to
broadcast.
Yeah, that's true. From Har Sofim in Hadassah.
Right.
Pesach Yosef Ben Hinda. I told you my Rebbetzin says she's having a shikum. Aaron Tzvi Ben Nechama. That's a young baby who always needs tefillos. Benjamin Ben Daniel Margulis. I hope his infection has gone. Chaim Daniel.
Yeah, I asked about him, and the response was, Od Harbe Tfilot.
Okay, so you hear that? Harbe Tfilot for Daniel Ben. I'm sorry, Benjamin Ben Daniel Margulis. And then, Chaim Daniel Ben Hodoya. We haven't spoken about him for a while, and I'm glad for the update, but I'm not happy to hear that he needs a lot of tefillot. But of course, a lot of tefillot for everyone. And Yisrael Ben Inbal Esther, when he was also a soldier, was critically wounded. So I just was curious.
This is something new. This is Rory Soloveitchik. So they have something called along the daf on the
side. That's
on the
Tosfos.
OU.
Something along. So yesterday I spoke about Lahudim Ma'isa Ora V'Simcha. Lahudim.
Hayom Simcha. Hayudim Layudim
Ma'isa Ora
Hayom Simcha V'Sasam V'Ka
Lahudim Ma'isa Ora
Hayom Simcha V'Sasam V'Ka. So you know the famous Shaila that is asked about that is that the Gemara says is the pasuk says Lahudim Ma'isa Ora and Chazal say Ora Zu
So
Torah.
Torah. Right.
So Frek the Olam
Why don't you say Torah?
say Torah.
Right.
Right.
Ma'isa Torah.
Why do you have to rinse?
Torah.
Why do you have to hint?
Right.
Say Lahudim Ma'isa Torah. Ma ze Lahudim Ma'ira? Reb Meir Simcha or
Or
Sameach
Sameach.
says
Which, of course, yesterday, unfortunately, was the Levaya for not the Shila, the Rosh Hashiva of Or
or
Sameach.
Sameach.
Yes. But anyway, the Or Sameach says,
So Sameach says that what you see from here, that Chazal are teaching us that if im yesh Torah bifnim as yesh or bachutz.
whoa.
In other words, if you see or bachutz, teidalacha sheyesh Torah bifnim.
The glow.
So it's hidden. The outside, the chitzoinius is oira.
Tzafun.
But if you see the oira as siman shebapnimius yesh Torah, because the Torah is what causes the oira b'chutz.
So you want that aura.
We want that
A-U-R-A. Aura.
Aura.
And
Aura Torah.
I have a wonderful daughter-in-law by the name of Aura.
Aura.
Yes, she is. Anyway.
He
so,
has a daughter, the dentist friend.
Oh,
What's his name?
Tzvi.
has a daughter called
Okay,
Aura.
Aura. Okay, you see that? So yesterday I talked about Layidim Aura. היום אני רוצה רק להזכיר את העניין שההבדל בין הפרזים והכרכים שאנחנו חוגגים אלו שחוץ מירושלים חוגגים את הפרזים זה ערים שאין בהן מוקפות בחומה זה יש להם את הפורים רגיל ושושן פורים מה שאצלנו פורים משולש זה ט"ו אדר, זה בכרכים, ערים שמוקפים בחומה. רוב המקומות נחו היהודים מאביהם בי"ד. That's the reason that most of the places were finished with the war in,
outside of Shushan.
outside of Shushan. אף בשושן הבירה נמשכת המלחמה יום נוסף. It actually continued one in the different days. בימי אחשוורוש חרבה הארץ. So Tiknu Chazal, She'ir, Mukemech Choma, Techashiv, Im Haisa, Bachoma, Bimei Yoshua ben Nun. If they had walls in the name of Yoshua ben Nun, and such were Yerushalayim, that's what Tesvav. But there are those that, Besufik Yom, and there's a lot of Torah and all that, Yomayim, they actually do 2 days, Tesvav, Yudalit and Tesvav. For example, Lud, Tiberia, Akko, Hebron, and Shiloh. There are people who do 2 days. And in good old days when I was younger, Kishayiti Narayiti, כן, אז אני התחלתי בפוניבז'
סיימתי Hebrew University.
We skipped Bar Ilan, my dear friend. Bar Ilan, and then we went to Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh. Okay.
So I have a question.
בבקשה. בעברית, אדוני. או ביידיש.
Ich eine Frage.
Ja.
Was ist der Kesher bei Krochim? אמרת שזה פרוזים יש, is דור פרוזויס, is דור כרכים, נכון?
כרכים, נכון.
אז was ist der Kesher בין כרך וכוירח בליל הסדר?
Oh boy, you really... first of all, I'm from the sandwich generation. I used to be the sandwich generation. Krach, although you could also, people wear Crocs, you know.
That's
and
Crocs.
Also, some people, most of us, when you get older, you give it cracks. So, and everything is karuch, is connected. So with your question of korach, also you could fall into, you get into trouble, you could be swallowed up by the earth. So I'm so confused.
That's with a kuf.
Okay, it's okay. We're cuffing along. Cough. Okay.
But there is a connection. Is your door a kesher?
Okay. Let me hear this again. Krach, the fact that it's a village with its walled city, and you have matzahs. You set up walls between what you're eating, the maror. You have walls. A sandwich. You set up walls. Two walls.
It's good gesagt. That's the reason.
Is it you really
a sandwich is something which is surrounded on both sides. So a krach is a place that's.
You actually saw this? This is something that you saw, or we're thinking together?
No,
Mitrach zusammen. Very nice.
Ich kann nicht sagen von wann.
Von wann not gesehen, aber gesehen etwas. Gute Kasche. Reb Gershon Ashkenazi heißt es Yud Adar, chutz mi Graina Bas Yosef Alevi, and then Alexander Moshe ben Tzvi Lapidos, and Avram ben Yehuda Tzvi Brandwine, and then there's Yosef Yisroel ben Yaakov Aaron Halprin, mi Steppen. I have in my building Fred Steppen. I wonder if they're related. Steppen is a place.
Step in or step out?
No, it was step in. And we have to say our Tehillim. And because I
think we'll step out.
Because I knew that the three would be here today, so we have. Nashata Shimcha Belibi, Mary Tegana, Filosum Nabba, Bishalam, Tav Eshkava, Ishan,
First Yiddish.
Okay, good. I prefer that. First Yiddish. Here we go.
Finish with the
Ramnatzeach.
Menatzeach.
Okay, we're going to have to rename our chair from Beis Medrash to Tizmoret. You're the Levi here. I'm just the Cohen, man. David HaMelech zogt der Mizmor as the Leviim wel stark sein bei dem Avoda soll dann singen in Beis HaMikdash. He's being mechadish that in order for them to be stark, you hear to be stark in the Beis HaMikdash, they should sing. Noch als Pshat, der Mizmor wird übergegeben zum Inferior, welcher führt und mit den Levim, sie soll singen, der Mizmor offen Klizemer Neginos. So, who's the inferior? That's the conductor. Lamnatzeach.
The inferior?
Inferior. Aleph Nun Pei Yud Resh Ayin Resh. Inferior.
Inferior.
No. Inferior is to lead. Übergegeben is to
Connected
give over.
Connected to foreign?
It's a foreign. Okay, that I don't know if it's foreign to travel, but inferior it is to lead. And welche führt on mit de Levim, so soll singen. In other words, to lead them and to conduct the music as we sang. And now we could say, Acheinu kol beis Yisrael, Acheinu kol beis Yisrael, Hanasunim batzara uvashivya, omdim bein bayam uvein bayabasra.
You know, they can sing along with us, and everybody they are.
And they sing, Hakon Yerachem, Yerachem Aleim, Yotziei Mitzara, Lerevacha, Umeafela Le'oira, Umishibu Le'geula, Ashta, Bagala Uvizman Karib. Menomar, Amen. Reb Gershon Ashkenazi ben Reb Yitzchak Ashkenazi Wolf nolad ב-1618 ונפטר במיץ in juice. How do you like that? No, Mitz. That's in Germany.
Mitz, no?
The Metz. Yeah, no, that's
No,
I used to.
not the Metz.
How do you know?
That's for the world of associations.
I don't know.
Talk about Metz in Germany, you're jumping to New York.
I don't know. Mitz. In the midst of everything, where you're jumping around. Yud Adar. 1693 שזה היום יד אדר. בסירתו למד תורה אצל המרמשיף. Wow. היה מתלמידיו של רבי יואל סרקוש, the Bach. Ramshif and the Bach, can you imagine that? You could also be the Talmud of them. You know how?
Learn the Torah.
You just open up this Sefer.
Learn the Torah.
Meshel Chasno Rab Menachem Mendel Krachmo Tzemach Tzedek נבחר לדיין בקרקו בגיל 32. שימש כרבה של פרוזניץ, סמוך לפרנקפורט, וניקולסברג, Moravia. מכאן עבר לווינה, looks, he couldn't hold down a job. ושימש כרבה של כמדינת אוסטריה-הונגריה.
It was the other way, to spread the wealth.
Okay, that's one. רב גרשון היה ידוע כלוחם נגד כת השבצויס, against the Shabtites. בשנת 1671 נתקבל באישורו הקיסר לואי ה-14th. לאב בזדין במיץ, ובשנה אחר כך ייסד שם ישיבה למאות בחורים באישורו של הפרלמנט.
Wait a second, what did he have to do with Louis XIV?
That he gave him a license or a permit
Louis
to open up.
XIV gave him
Yes.
the license
נתקבל באישורו של קיסר לאב בזדין במיץ. I'm sorry. A license to become the Av
He
Bezdin.
needed a license from the king to become an Av Bezdin?
I would say instead of a license, here it says Ishur, the imprimatur. How do you like that word?
I like it.
The imprimatur?
Imprimatur.
Right, that's what he gave them.
Almost sounds like Yiddish. Imprimatur.
Imprimatur. בשנה אחר כך ייסד שם ישיבה למאות בחורים באישורו של הפרלמנט. Again, the parliament okayed, ratified the opening of the yeshiva. So anyway.
You know, they always, no, I was going to say that they quote Louis XIV, but I'm not sure who they quote. Who is the one that said that he can prove in 2 words that there's a God?
The fact that there are Jews.
He said the Jews, yeah.
Napoleon. Napoleon? No, Napoleon. No, it wasn't Napoleon.
I thought it was either Louis XIV or Henry the...
Who knows? They're all these guys. Louis and Henry. What are their Yiddish names?
The main thing is bring the schmaltz.
That's right. No, you're really going to rely on those 2 words. The back, Nachamal, the back is
Rocken.
Rocken. Ich will nicht sagen, aber Rocken is the Heimish Dachavim no Rocken.
No, it's the Schlock Rocken.
Okay, I think I got my hint. Okay, this thing is going to fall again. Chas v'shalom. Chaim Tovim!
Chaim Tovim! We're closing in on Purim.
Are we going? Yes. Mirz Hashem. We're going to read the Megillah on Friday morning at OL.
I wonder if he's going to read the Megillah, Moshe.
Why not?
No, he's having a very hard time laning.
Really? I didn't realize that.
Moshe?
Yeah. I didn't realize that his laning is... Really?
He's coughing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Anyway, Purim Sameach. We're getting there.
Chaim Tovim.
Chaim Tovim. Prazim, Klachim. Okay. This is part 2. So therefore we have to add on a few minutes to this year. We're getting closer. Today, Yom Nifla, Yom Yafeh. Beautiful day, a little chilly, but getting ready for Purim. As I said, Im Yesh Yom Kippurim, Yesh Asorat Yemei Tshuva, Lehachin Yom Kippurim, as Ani Choshev Shazrichim Asar Yemei Mishta. We should have 10 days of preparation to really enjoy Purim. And in Yerushalayim, you get trifecta. You get triple for your money. You get 3 days. We'll talk about that. Okay, we'll have to continue our shir. We came to our Mokum Kavur. There we go. Okay. Reb Gershon Ashkenazi was Mechaber Avodas HaGershuni, Tiferes HaGershuni al Torah, Chidushi HaGershuni al Yeridea, Talmido HaGodol, Reb David Oppenheim Maskir. So Reb Gershon Yesh Gam Chibur al Masechta Yevomus. Reb David Oppenheim Katab Hagdamato LeTiferet HaGershuni al Geunato. Im Chas v'Shalom Nishtachra Torah miYisrael Hayom Mahader La Bepilpulo. Gam Mesaper Besifro Shelish Chuvas Nishal David Shekilos Rabos Kiblu Alem Kaotsar Shalo Lishmo Kol Megina Meshech Shana Shlema Ach Ptirato Ach Lo Besimcha Nisuin. Excuse me, I'm really going to clear my voice. Okay, still have a frog. Tiferes Gershuni and Parshas Mishpatim Ineksiva Sevatori De Nashim. Boker Tov. B'kesher lePasuk Lo Sevashel Gedi B'chalev Imo Mevi et HaMedrash HaMalachim Acharei Asiyas HaEgel Ketgrugro Al Luchos Shnios Amru Etmo Ovru Al Lo Yelecha. So how could you give them the Luchos Shnios? Heshiv Lahem HaKadosh Baruch Hu Halo Achaltem Basar B'chol Aveitz Allah Avram V'tinak Shalem Kishaba Beit Rabo En Ochel V'lo Matzu Ma'ana Ba'osa Boker Tov Ba'osa Shah Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu Moshe Ksov Lacha Ad She'en Lahem Mana Ba'os Inyan Dan Reb Gershon Ashkenaz Aksiva Sefer Torah Der Nashim V'kosev Dekasha Lama Lo Yichtavu Sefer Torah Lo Gam Hema Kiblu Sefer Torah Kosama Lebeis Yaakov Elo Nashim Valpidin Nicha Adeos Aposkim Shemachulkim and Isha Ksheva Lichtov Sefer Torah Psula Omnam Benidon Dinon Nechliku Betov Tamadas Kiman Svirole Psula Lechdom Hainu Taima Lefisha Isha Kilkalo Yadea Bechet Adam Arishon Vein Kateger Nasa Sineger Laman Desvirole Kosher Hainu Tam Lefisha B'Shas Matan Torah Nitkan Habgam Shal Adam Rishon Rak Shemase Egel Chazer Olam Asiya Lekilkulo Like Kachis Hutzruchu Sefer Torah Letakin Hakilkul and Kain Kolskein Uben Benosh Kolskein Kal V'Chavon Sheisha Ksher Lechtav Ki Egel Nase Edei Anoshim Below Anoshim Al Kopanim Ein Gruim Min Anoshim Ad Kane Yortzeit Reb Gershon Ashkenazi Hayom Ze Gam Kain Hayortzeit Shel Alexander Moshe Ben Tzvi Lapidot Nolad Be'elef Shmonimot Tashasrei V'niftar Be'elef Shamot B'Sheish Nolad Be'Vilna Mechuna Ilui Mivilna Begil Eshtemesrei Hitchatein Ba'arbasrei Loma B'Yeshiva Salant Eitzel Tzvi Herish Broidi Begil Shrasrei Hitmaneh Rav Shel Yonva Bezivat Sheni Grov Niftara Niftara Be'elef Shmonot Shevim Haya Rav Shel Pashtat Be'elef Shmonot Shishim V'Sheish Hitmana Kara B'Ratzayin Arba'im Shana Rasayin Haya Machaber Avnei Zikoron Divrei Emes Toras Hagon Reb Alexander Moshe Ikvei Brocha Hayom Zegam Ken Yortzeit Shel Avram Ben Yehuda Tzvi Brandwein Nolad Be'elf Shama Rabbi Mechemesh Niftar Be'alpayim V'Shlosh Esrei Nolad Be'Tel Aviv Lamad Talmud Torah Chabad, ואחר כך ביסודי התורה, אחר כך ישיבת התלמוד, אחר כך ישיבת קטני סלובודקה, ואחר כך ישיבת אמשנוב. בגיל 18 הוסמך לרבנוס. אחרי פטירת אביו ב-1969 הוא היה האדמו"ר, הוא נמנק לאדמו"ר משטרטן בתל אביב. למד קבלה אצל ברוך שלום אשלג, עבר להתגורר ברובע היהודי. הוא היה נשיא ישיבת כל יהודה, הוא חיבר בריס אברהם, אור אברהם, קולוס אברהם חזן למועד. הוא גם כן שירת בצה"ל במלחמת יום הכיפורים ועבר לסואץ, תעלת סואץ. היום זה גם כן היורצייט של יוסף ישרול בן יעקב אהרון הלפרין מסטפן, שנפטר ב-1770, תלמיד דבשט לבעל שם טוב גאון בניגלה ובקבלה. עד כאן היורצייטים של היום. היום אנחנו מסיימים פרק ד', והנה מצינו בתורה שאם אחד גזל מחברו תיקונו שיושב הגזל לבולב. If someone steals from someone else, he has a tikkun v'heshiv es agzela. V'im tziro b'isho tiknu shifais v'yimchalo. If a person causes pain or embarrasses someone, he could always appease him and ask for forgiveness. However, if someone regularly talks lashon hara, not only will it cause a problem and sorrows for himself, but it causes prosecution, as we said, for the entire world. You never know by the drop of the word, the wrong word, you say something about someone, how the ripple effect, how it could eventually cause someone to lose his parnasa. Loose lips sink ships. Klal Rishon Pes Sagur, Karpas. Klal Rishon Pes Sagur. Even though if you can't really prosecute someone in a secular court, but when it comes to the heavenly judgment, even on indirect damage, what happened with Shaul? If you see Shmuel Beit, Chaf Aleph, Shaul him Yisak Givonim. Shaul caused the death of the Givonim. How? Not directly. Mitoch sheharag Nov irakonim, because he destroyed the city of Nov, full of Kohanim, the city of Kohanim, shayu misapkin lehem mayim amazon, that would provide the food and water, the provisions for the Givonim by killing the Nov, and therefore there were no more supplies. By depriving them of their food and water, it was as if they killed the Givonim. But Vadai lo Yanakam is you can't become forgiven, remove Yanaka. So therefore, a person should be very careful. Be very, very careful not to talk lashon hara, because there are unforgivable consequences. On the other hand, if you say pshus, you should only hear psoros tovos, only good words, the yom tov l'kulam.